Hello everyone! Welcome back to another exciting video of Pillars of Eternity. Now last time I left off, if I remember correctly, I had just activated the forge, and it told me that I had to leave the area, rest, and then I could come back to the area and it had changed. Now, I imagine I'll be continuing on with the main story, for a little bit, and then come back to that area to find out what's going on. I don't know. Cue the framework fans. Okay, let's take a look at this. What was I last doing? Oh, that's right, I'm going to travel back to town. Oh, that's a neat touch. You can see the forge glowing right here. So how do I use this thing to make ore? Ah, I'll come back to it. Jump! That's right, I can't move that way. Let's double time this. So I was playing Void Train with my brother, and it was. There are times that game I'm like, wow, that's so neat that you can do this, and there are other times I'm like, Oh, the road is blocked beyond this point. Lovely. Alright, I'm going to cut it here until I get myself out of this place. Ooh, Western construction completed. I saw this dude sit in my prison. Yeah, I gotta rebuild these two things too. What does lady tell me anything now? What's going on here? 20 years since folks set foot in the Durgan's battery. Now you've cracked the place wide open, and with quite the display. Thanks to your help, we just might pull through. You've done a lot, Barbaco Jones. She shakes your hand. Ooh, and here, I've been saving these, some of the last gems we recovered before we had to close the mines. With any luck, we'll have them open again soon. She gives you a small pouch. Gemstones twinkle inside. So what happens now to the stalwart? Let's discuss something else. I'm going to help. What happens now? Okay. Now it's up to us to use this opportunity to pull ourselves back together. She folds her arms. She frowns. I'm still not pleased about having Bergen's clan a stone's throw away from our gates. But I'll have to hope that your deal with her holds. I killed most of her clan. Only other thing that would have helped is having Tenya still with us. She knew damn near everything about mining. Oh. Real shame, but we should have known she wouldn't be with us much longer. Oh, that was the lady I had. Oh, whoops. She lowers her voice. To be honest, I didn't really think anyone could open the battery. I just gave folks something to hope for. I still don't know if the White Forge will be enough to keep us going. But at least we've got a chance. Glad to hear it. So are we. But I'm hoping you'll make a use of the White Forge too, if we haven't already. She nods at you. After all, it doesn't get much better than Durgan's steel. If you can forge some into the existing gear, you'll have a powerful set of equipment in your hands. Sweet. Let's go something else. Farewell. Alright. Yay, she congratulated me. I feel completed and full of congratulatory hope. I just killed your fishmonger. The lady does all your mining. Oh, she was senile anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. She'll be fine. Oh, there's still those bandits I gotta take care of. Oh, God, they were such a... Alright, well, you know what? I'll give it another shot. Yeah, I cut from the videos of when I tried to take on those bandits, and it did not end well for me, by the way. Where were they? Yes, they were here. Accept. Save here. Why does he keep on trying to run up front? Can't lose him. Where's those tendrils? Oh, wrong one. Oh, they already took her out. Dang. This is the guy that kills me every time. Did he just get up? Whatever that smoke to disappear, whatever that is. That's the furthest I've made that. So I'm going to go and save my game here. But jeez, that dude... Let's see, and let's have him cast some more tendril. Never mind, he's out. No uses left. Turn him into a sheep. If you can turn him into a sheep. I took my tank out. You switch out to sword and board. I'm definitely doing better than I did last time. Olimar? No! Don't you have some Pikmin to lead? Ah, that's probably spelled differently. Give me all that. Ha-ha! Eat that, you worthless sacks of whatever you are. Kill Olimar! Alright. So that can be scratched off my list. I'm going to go head back to town. Turn that mission in. What does this do that for me? No. Or am I? Alright. This guy's out here, that's right. The Gleaming Society is no more. Plenty of folk will be happy to hear it. Last thing we need out here is another big war. Take this. He gives you a bag of coin. The Mistella of the Sisterhood of the Stalk Skull is dead. Kinda ironic, isn't it? She went around killing people for a was it for breath? Eighth, if I could say that. And in the end, that's what... Oh, never mind. Just take a bounty. And he just realized he's saying coincidence, not irony. I love that. That was clever. Okay. Let's see. I heard some new reports of a dangerous folk about. Perhaps you would... I'm interested. New bounties. That'd be the Discipline of the True Flame and the old Durgan Hunting Lodge. He shakes his head. Those others you handled are lambs by comparison. Oh, dear Lord. I thought about the Discipline of the True Flame. He scratches the back of his neck. I didn't know what to make of this one, but word is it's a group of dragon cultists. He holds up his hands. I know it sounds bizarre. I didn't believe it myself until I heard they had torched an outpost north of Meridian Falls for clearing a nest of worms, they said. Last I heard, they made a camp near the Logs Watch Falls. They shouldn't be too hard to spot. That's the old Durgan Hunting Lodge. He shakes his head. Adrian's with too much time and money. They travel around hunting monsters for sport. But they leave a mess of a wrecked property. Oh, excuse me. And dead bodies. Kith, I mean, in their wake, they've been charged with the murders and general mischief in Defiance Bay. New Hermon and a dozens others towns in between. Yeah. Someone saw them hunting in the Russell Wood. So you might look for them there. Let's talk about something else. Leave. Question is, should I take these guys on? The other guys were lambs compared to them. Those guys you fought were level 8. These guys are level 12. Whoa, what's going on here? Lavard's major item 1 to 2 expresses 1 day. On a remote island in the Dreadfire Archipelago. Collection of islands. The famed apothecary Tama. Assign someone. Who do I assign? Ah, classic. There you go. Monk can do it. He said that was in Russet Woods, right? Right? Check that real quick. Ah, double time it. I think I'll do it what I did last time, just send a scout in, see if the scout comes back. Oh, no, yep, that's where they were at. Let's see, Wizard Snizzard. I didn't rest. Oh, this is gonna suck. Ah, you know what, there's a quick fix to that. Reload. Camp. Rest. Look, it's the pretty campfire. Maybe I can drag one or two of them out. I don't know. Ideally, maybe I can drag them out to where the bridge is at. He's my main character for this. Where the heck are they? Nope. Nope. Follow me. You drop your tendrils out there. Oh no, you can't. Too far away. Only if I'd planned this better. This is actually what I wanted to have happen. Where they all get jammed up on the bridge like this. See if they take down one person, you can easily take out the rest. Hopefully they don't steamroll everybody. Well, I just killed the... No, he teleported. What the heck is this thing? You, eliminate that. No, not doing that. Can't do that while stunned. One more magic missile should eliminate that. I hate those elementals. They're always such a pain. You... Heal thyself. You... Can this be cast at any range? Oh, yeah. Why is he not casting it? Stun. Ever I want to cast the fun spells. Oh, there, I took her down. Alright, main character. Have him switch back out to sword and board. Jump in, buddy. You, take a bit more proactive. Can you attack him? Can you attack him? That's still beating up that True Flame Priest. That is the most invaluable spell I own. And you switch up to that. Yeah, come on, Rogue, backside with that shotgun blast. Eat my tentacle grapes. It was kind of a rough and tumble. Anything good? Other than coin? So have you switch back out to the bow and arrow. You switch back out to the range. She is by far the most beneficial person in my party. When it comes to fighting. Oh, Lord! One less tool. Chop, 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 chop. Any other tools here? Treasure chest. Treasure. You have 38 lockpicks. Do you want to use one? No, I'm keeping them all. Knew it. The heck? Andra Tara. That is Andre's Tooth. These are large barquettes. Teardrop shape. No, baroque. Pardon me. Pearls most commonly found and traded by Amon. Well, last bounty. Now that I go to the Deerwood, probably travel back to the keep. Rest there so I get the keep bonus. And do the next story mission. And then come back here. Not what these people are doing. We're getting attacked by giant faceless monsters. The Forgotten Army. turn that in. I've brought Fedron's head. That's a relief. A fellow like that was bound to cause trouble, even if he was crazy here. This is for you. He hands you a rattling bag of boonies? Boonies? What the heck is a boonie? I feel like I'm dealing with Canadians. No, there's nothing wrong with that. What the heck is a boonie? Lost 490. What is the point of getting money for my keep if I keep losing money? My returned stronghold with 160 experience points. What happened? On a island of Deadfire Archipelago. I said it right that time. The famed apothecary Tama Wato creates potions and unguents that are renowned for the Nazitic. I have no idea how to pronounce that. To the southern edges of the Eastern Reach. He boasts that. I'll just read this, give you guys a bridge version. Basically, my character got in a fist fight with a pirate captain and won by hitting him with a cannon. Head slot. Soothing. Irritating. What? I'm into sickened and irritating. It's kind of cool. I'll take that. Clues. What else? Oh wow. Oh, lost 490 copper to freaking bandits. 651! One more day. Oh, I also got to replace the mercenaries I hired. Ugh. You would think that since I've saved this dude's town, that he'd be willing to let me stay here free of charge. Read his soul. I like a room. Yeah, I love that she was just like, well, we could use this lady to go and tell us everything about mining. The lady was off her rocker. You want this insane person doing all your mining and handling explosives. Oh, I remember Nitro. It's a great thing to get rid of the aches and pains in my ankles and my teeth. You ate Nitro? Why is she not highlighted anymore? What's going on here? That's bizarre. She's been replaced by one of the druids. I wouldn't put it past it. Well, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving / family dinner or whatever. I had a huge family dinner with my brother. Can now. Except 24 hours. Yeah, she's still not part of my party. It's so bizarre. Oh, come on. The ogre's still here. I need this place fixed up. This is all looking like trash. On your orders, my lord. I see there's anybody waiting in the front hall for me. Sometimes the traveling merchant's there. And he sells cool stuff every once in a while. If not, I can sell stuff to him. It's got a bunch of fine equipment that I can just toss off. I tell you what, this rogue's been an excellent addition to my party. Last time he was over here. Nope. Ooh, but there's something in that chest there. Oh, this is the larder. There's a bunch of stuff in it. Agbar tomb fragment. Binding rope. Wonder what that's for. Bound missile trap. Alright, what is the point of the golden app? I believe it's how it's pronounced. Does that actually do anything for me? Alright, anyways. Are my characters all rested up? Yeah, looks like they're all rested up already. Okay. I'm gonna go look at that stuff. I gotta figure out how to get that steel. I really do. That annoys me, that she's actually not popping up as a solid object anymore. Alright. Plus 3 might, plus 3 lore, plus 2 perception. I'll do that. Rest, so everybody has more hit points. Ooh, as you sleep, you are buoyed and buffeted by the fragrance of a dream. They tumble and thrash about you till you fill your mind's eye with a pale, glittering molds. They resolve into a light of snowfall and a biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains of the White March rising around you, and you shiver. You see Stalwart a few miles away, quiet and still, but for a few curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, its shadows stretching into the valley. Above it all, you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first, it sounds like distant drumming, but then it grows louder, cracking through the dry air and booming from the mountain's peaks. It builds until you feel a reverberating beneath your feet. Go to the Durgan's Battery, go to Stalwart, retreat, watch and listen. I'll go to Durgan's Battery. You head towards the fortress, but soon the shaking ground halts your progress. Each thump comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder's echoes from the mountaintops as great sheets of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. But the rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes and crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chimneys fill with snow and scree. Scree? What the heck is a scree? A rock slide buries Stalwart, and Durgan's Battery is shaken into rumble. What the If I haven't had any more of a need to not play this game... Oh, you did something cool? Oh, F you! Shadows rise over the mountains. The vanguard of massive army you feel tumble from the foothills and bound across the dry wood, feeling the rumble of the advancing army all the while. Seek refuge in Defiance Bay. Barricade yourself at Cadnuo. Cadnua rises from the fortress, its walls, though only half mended, promising safety. You barricade yourself in the Great Hall as the pounding grows closer still. It rattles the foundations of the Great Keep, and just I don't want to play anymore. I don't. If you're going to destroy all the progress I make, what's the point of playing the game? What's the point? This is the equivalent of somebody flipping the Monopoly board over. The ceiling collapses and sends a cascade of bricks and beams into your head. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking at the bedding, nodding around your legs. As you shake free of the last bonds of sleep, your voice whispers something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring eyes. You awaken feverishly warm and covered in sweat. Parties gain 936 experience points. Yay! The GM decided to make all rocks fall and make all my progress die. What's the point of going back there? I don't want to go back there now. If everything's destroyed, I don't want to go back. I'm just going to get the main story done. I don't want to do this no more. Yeah, this is an acceptable build. Where do I gotta go now? What's the main story? Wall construction's completed. It's BS. Journal! Death's Gate. Travel to Dryford's village. Enter Heritage Hall. Seek the head warden of the Blackenberry Sanctum. You know what? I'm going to save my game. I'm going to give that one fight a try. Now that I've got some pretty cool stuff, and I can do some pretty cool damage, and I got some pretty good characters in my party. You know what? I'm going to go fight that lady again. The lady tried to have me assassinated. Except, where was that? That was Blackenberry. I think. Am I right? Am I right? The dungeon, but was thwarted. Thwarted by your guards. Oh, so we might have to replace them. Okay. How do I hire more? I don't remember. I'll have to be at the keep to do that. Yeah, this is the place. Save right here. Hopefully I can do some van damage. That tentacle spell is worth every penny. Oh, Lord, is it. You summoned me? You sent a missive? Look around the room! I realize that the Tribunal has gone quiet and turns to see the last of the patrons quickly disappearing through the front door. A moment later, a group of armed men and women stride into the tavern. Oh dear! Chancellor quickly ducks behind the table. The armed group lowers... we've already done this. I remember you were with us. What do you want? Work for me. could bribe her. Let's do a bribe, walk away, and pretend this conversation never happened. A generous sum. Let me put to good use. I can't promise I won't kill you next time we meet, but for now, we can both walk away. I know this the day will soon come when you must face Gathbin. I've lived this long by knowing which side to be on. Prove yourself on the battlefield, and who knows? Until we meet again, Rebecca Jones. I don't know what I was scared of last time. Here's some money, go away. Well, that was unexpected. Warren emerges from beneath his table and smooths the rumpled sleeves of his robe. It does make the strange reports I've received from the grasps. What haven't you told me? Go on. Earl Blademore decided to keep an eye on the land of Gethben activities. Gethben has been hiring a lot of men recently, but for what purpose, we can't say. I'd advise you take extra precautions at Katnau. He may be attempting to place spies and saboteurs within your walls. Be wary, Barbaco Jones. I don't think we've seen Lord Githben's endgame yet. He swallows the rest of his ale and gives you a curt nod before heading for the door. Update to the quest. Return to the court. Here's some money. Go away. Solves all my problems. Now, they mean this, the court over here? No, not there. It's over here, right? Yeah. Accept. No. This is, no, that's the palace. That's right, I have to get into the Temple of Odeka. Wait, didn't I already make it in there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Right. Okay. Looking for news? Who are you? What goes on here? Tell me goodbye. Okay, so I don't have to talk to him yet. What part of that quest? What? Doodly-doo. We'll do that one. Aloth mentioned that Defiance Bay has entered an institution devoted to the sudden illnesses of the soul. I may be able to find someone there who knows something about the awakenings. Is our best hope. Bracklebaron Sanitarium. Let's check that out. Where is that sanitarium? Our embassy. Fast mode activated. It is always cute to see this. 15 minutes of travel. Sanitarium right here. Just have to look for someone. Noble, noble, noble. Reach out for the soul. Whatever. I'm done with that. Head Warden Ethelmal. A wall-mounted statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the bustle and hurried academics, pestered by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emits from the excuse me. A strong warmth emits from it with that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention towards her, turned towards you. Delacourt cranes her neck to look at the Ethelmore. And I thought I had it bad. A low note whistles from the faceplate. It's been some time since I've seen since a watcher has graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your nature's insight, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. That it is... I'm having a hard time focusing. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? I am a member of the Laden Key in your midst. I hear it's pretty steep. Do you know anything about awakenings? There's an animancer on the lower floor who come all the way from Ravua to study them. Take the stairs down and look for a bell sage. Very well. What the hell is wrong with this dude? What the hell is wrong with that dude's head? Reach out and touch his soul. Goodbye. Bellsage, Owen paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. She almost walks into you. Ekoisi! Here I am! Look so hard for your answer in my research that I do not see the kiss standing in front of me. What can I do for you? You're an expert on awakenings? She laughs bitterly. Eck! That would be me. Though the lack of research subjects has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. shoulders. I would like to transfer Animancy success in buttressing? Pre-awakened. Buttress. Yes, like a flying buttress. Awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have already awakened. But I need subjects. Most of my patients here are too broken to produce a reliable result. It's a tragedy to have come so far for nothing. You're in luck, I have a volunteer! And she springs to the balls of her feet, beaming. Gallarde! Who is it? Aloth's lips curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more boldly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in a cage. Oh, what's that all? Stand in a cage while I poke and prod you. I beg your pardon? You Adarians are so uptight. I don't even know what the thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant of this office. I think now they upgraded him to the cell. Again, She rubs her hands together, getting down to business. So I need you to sit here. She takes Aloth by the shoulders and steers him to the couch. And try to relax, but don't try too hard. Then you'll not be relaxing. Indeed. His eyes are humorless. And you must also wear this. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence. The Animancer fastens thick copper bands to Aloth's forehead and wrists as she ratchets them tighter. There. His face twitches with surprised irritation. Now, I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long, chambered tube, knob, dials, and small, toothed wheels run along the sides of the device. It is fitted with Aedra lines, cut to different thicknesses, and concavities. But, manipulating them, I find the angles and densities will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. His mind is full of hesitation. Angles upon angles. Drawing him out of his own fears will be difficult. She raises her finger. But, first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Good luck. You'd have an easier time getting straight answers out of a drunk priest. Ah! Oh, I know I liked her for a reason. Aloth squirms on the couch. Very well. She holds a scope to her eye and flickers a knob. Flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal, something from the time before you awakened. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in Synthwood. I gotta wonder if that's a reference to oh god, what was that? It was there was an instrument company that used to be called Synthwood, but something spelled with an S. Which that would be oddly appropriate. I'll have to look into that later. He looks to you. His face is set in the frown, but the rigid edges of apparition show through the nevertheless. talk about your parents. As you speak to Aloth, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the midst of his own memory. Belisage doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are something his essence, untangling its many threads. Get some water here. God damn it, I'm out of water. He closes his eyes. Mother is away most of the time with the Thalen's family. But I always know when she's coming home. Father's bottles accumulate like storm clouds in the horizon. His fits of temper become swifter and more violent. It still shames him knowing that her hymning? I don't think I can say that on YouTube. To another man supports us better than his labors as a steward. Alright, hold on, I'm taking my hoodie off. This is good. I am starting to see something continue. Tell us about the time you awaken. She bites her tongue as she twists one of the dials. I am the 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he usually is only angry with her. He comes from a broken home. Lovely. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles. Dude, I don't know, man. You seem to be smoking stuff. That my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, the next I am sprawling on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of my blood on the tile. His boots glistening with fresh polish. Thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up and shield my vitals. But it's pointless. Breaking one thing only leaves something else exposed. That's me, curl up in a ball. Yeah, Samus, that stuff. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreated until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick there against the field of the black. His jaws locks and his eyes twitch beneath their lids. Maldicio! Beliace furiously crinks the knob along her scope. He's hypnotized himself with his old memory. You've got to bring him out. Squeeze Aloth's hands. Shake him by the shoulders. No. You flatten your palm. Is inches from his cheek. When his hand shoots up and grabs your wrist. Aloth's eyes snap open, but the expression you see on them isn't his. Try it again, and I'll take it off before I gee it back to you. Gee it back. I hate reading that character. Belisage sucks a deep breath through her teeth. That's it. I'm seeing a shift. In his essence, something spreading and congealing. She glances at you over her scope. Keep talking. He seems to be responding to you. What brought you here? cracking bones and a voice high in the air. That warm molasses feeling that creeps down your gut when the crisis is nigh. The warm molasses feeling? Okay. That's different. Yeah, that is different. Palafiro! We have flares of a totally distinct essence. She jots shorthand notes into the page next to her and turns one clicking knob of her scope. Now try to get the two of them to talk. Aloth asks Esmer what she's doing. Aloth's face twists in fury. Sticking weeds, a warming parasite. Burst of sudden laughter. You'd say the same thing. Your own kindling twig. When it betrays ye. Good, yes, very good. She rests from her scribbling only to make another adjustment to her scope. I can now see two separate patterns of essence, where the ebbs and the other flows. It's as if the awakening soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty. She prompts you with a cycling of the wrist, quelling still in the hand. Go on. Ismail, what exactly are you taking from him? Not more than I'm given. Ye should ask, would I do that Alman of his... what? How the last he laid a hand on us. Bert, I have no idea what she's saying. Ayla's head jerked suddenly. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. Nay was awakening, but now I'm stuck with ye. And damned if I let ye Ninning drag us both through the scupper. Scupper? Who writes this stuff? Aye, very good. She lowers her scope and consults her notes. I think I finally got something we can work with. I've tracked Ismer's essence through the exchange. She had a particularly high density index during the most heated pages of the argument, and her essence seemed to be localized most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left ribcage. What? That's right around the spleen, which of course means that she's triggering by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristics melancholy is to blame. Aleph blinks back at you, and in the midst of the you're not quite sure who's looking out his eyes. That's utter horse poop. How gracious. She glances at him. Yes. Never mind my years of training. I suppose you have better... is it danger or under pressure? You're close. I think Ishmael's appears are related to a potential source of trouble for Aloth. Explain me cure. Let me help you with that. Related to the potential success. Bellasse carefully scratches her jaw, her gaze darting between you and Aloth. I suppose that could be true. She jots another note. I'll have to check this against other research. Here is the copper band. Well and good for you. But what does this mean for me? Belisage frowns at her notes, tapping her cheek with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the page. Ace tries to take control from you when she thinks you can't face the problem on your own. You can't let her make your decisions for you. Should you favor by dealing with your father, did she? Didn't she? I think she's trying to help you stand up for yourself. You may not like her methods, but you should hear her out. Determine their dangers. Oh, why not? If you had to listen to her half as much as I do, you wouldn't say that. He scowls, but you notice something thoughtful in his frown. I've got a lot of process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Rebecca Jones. He does not look at Belisage. She sets her notes on her desk and returns to her scope. Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been to me. I finally have material worth publishing. You'll be the toast of Ravu Fatah Aloth. What did I just say? Did I just get the Necronomicon or something? Ravu Fatah Aloth. His grimace melts into a crooked smile. Advancing the right-wise principles of animancy, just what you've always wanted. As you turn to leave, you catch a darting movement into the corner of your eye. Belisage is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Aloth is holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his cloak when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lips, his eyes wide and imploring. Please don't. I don't want my personal information published. Like, fair enough, but do it quietly. I can't let you do this now after hearing how much it means to her. Yeah, I don't want his personal information getting out there. He hides the papers in his cloaks. Not to worry. We'll see to this on our own. Huh. Well, I'm going to go to save it here. I'm going to edit the video, and I'll have it up later tonight. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday for Thanksgiving. I do apologize that my schedule has shifted. I won't be able to do Thursdays anymore. My new schedules are Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I'll try to do and shoot a video for Mondays. And I do want to go back to doing other videos. I definitely want to go back to doing StarCom. Because that game is awesome. I want to finish that one. I left that on a cliffhanger. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate this. And have a wonderful night and stay safe out there.